I'm indeed very happy to welcome you for this live session one on the subject of marketing management for the students pursuing business analytics through upgrade in MIMS course. I'm Professor Ashish Hathi, who's going to take you through this live sessions. There are 4 live sessions that is being planned, as you are aware, as per the schedule that has been made available to you. So first and foremost, I wish to compliment all of you on this auspicious occasion of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, India celebrating 75 years of independence. There are two distinct divisions. We belong to an era where we tried building Sunhara Bharat, and now we are in that last leg of our journey where whatever we can do, such as educating, etc., we are doing, but the real command has been passed on to young Turks like you. Very heartening to know that despite all difficulties and challenges around, you all are, some of you are pursuing career development by doing whatever that they can do currently. That is really heartening this thing for me. I have pained my thought, but that of course I will cover at the end if you can remind. And that's how we will be going forward. So I hope you are with me, friends. Yeah, good number of people have come in. So let me start. So as I said, this is a session which primarily belongs to business analytics group of students who are pursuing this particular course in which marketing management is one of them. One student has mentioned, I'm not audible, Nilesh, but I hope others, can you confirm? Because moderator has checked up my video settings and this thing before we started. Satish, maybe you can. Shilpa, yes, audible. So Nilesh, probably you need to check your network connection. Yes, friends. So let me begin, friends. Course is very exciting. Let me start with again an exciting quote. I love Steve Jobs when it comes to marketing, though he has not acquired, I believe, any marketing degree or anything like that. But his thoughts are very powerful, and they have guided many times, at least to me. So first thought, you have got to start with the customer experience and work backward towards the technology. In this era of technology, we are so inundated with our focus on technology, and we feel that technology gives the solution. He's countering this thought, and he says that you first understand customer experience. Only when you understand customer experience very well, try to integrate in a backward manner, try to bring right technology that will give the expected experience to the customers. Very simple yet very powerful thought. Okay, I hope you are with me on this, right? Don't you think it's a very exciting thought to start with today's our session on marketing management? I'm sure you agree with me. Okay. So live session one, marketing management. Today's coverage is of course overview of the course, and I will be taking you through the key concepts. Today's session, live session, is supposed to be concept clarity, so that when we enter live session 2, 3, 4, which is in sync with your async content, I don't have to spend a disproportionate time on explaining the concepts. I can straight away be on application orientation of it. Okay, one thing also, just a quick introduction. I am essentially a marketing professional. Over 36 years of my career has been into marketing, different roles, coach and an author. Over 35 years of experience, as I told you, mostly B2B, that is business to business, 14 years, and business to consumers sector over 21 years. If you look at it differently, 20 years I have worked for organizations at various hierarchical level, but essentially in marketing and branding field. And last 15 years I myself is into service side. So I serve client. This is my overall industry exposure, starting with consulting, which gave me a strong foundation about industry and the market, and then moved on to market research, communication, automobile, logistics, ITES, digital marketing, and now I am with the training and development. These are some of the organizations where the prominent one are the Avalon Consulting, which is a very leading research agency, moved to Escape Bearings, multinational exposure, handled complete Piaggio rollout of three-wheeler and making them leader in India in terms of three-wheeler. Okay, while I was there, Piaggio introduced only three-wheelers. And when I left and joined Mahindra, again I have handled commercial vehicle category after initial 1 year focusing and helping the Scorpio team. Later on, Reliance was an off-site, moved away from, so to say, automobile. Then comes the A4 Pineapple was my event and mice stint. Then digital marketing, simplicity. The Suwells MSXI is a training and development, automotive industry. Vegans also training and development. I am currently with Vegans Learning. Okay, I have a large institutional connect with NMIMS. Also, I am involved in more than many ways. I am a faculty. I help their distance learning program division, development of content, Viva participation, and assessments. Authored couple of books where institute provide the textbook to the students. I recently finished customer centric organization book also. So idea is like, friends, I'm not trying to scare you that I am so knowledgeable. I am trying to be friendly with you. I'm trying to convey to you that, hey guys, I can be your coach. Ask things and I will put my efforts to explain. You have a route available, which is a query route also. You can use that. Or here, if you do not understand, at least ask. Okay, that's the only request with which I presented that. Clear, friends? So far, so good. Thank you. Oh, hats off is to you all. I will express my hats off at the end. I have penned a very nice kind of. I will. It's very difficult to say poem, but my thought about young soldiers of today. So that's this commendable thing. We will come there. So course overview, friends. As you know, you have 4 live sessions that you will undergo. Essentially, your acing module is your base. Acing module is your base, and then I support you with the live sessions. Live sessions today is a concept clarity. Live session 2 module is entirely on consumer behavior. You will wonder that you come here for studying marketing management and how come consumer has come in. Consumer is the heart of marketing management. That's the only thing that differentiates selling vis-a-vis marketing. Okay, so we will understand consumer and everything about their buying process. We will briefly get into marketing research, which is understanding the way you tool that you use to understand consumer. Then live session 3, very important, wherein we are actually getting into marketing strategies. So we will cover segmentation, targeting, position, and 4 P's of marketing. One rider, my friends, it is coming ahead also. In my case, in live session 3, I will only cover first 3P. Promotion gets shifted to module 4, and likewise, all my internal assessments are also aligned. So that you have to be careful. This is what is the coverage I have discussed. I would like to quickly take the you will have this sheet with you, which is session coverage sheet. I hope it is visible. Yeah, there is one chat which has come in, but let me just open. This is a session coverage sheet, which is essentially that one need to refer to see what is getting covered. Here I have given you IA dates are also put in. However, for date, time, etc., kindly refer official announcement. All efforts are done by me to be true, but please refer the official announcement. Now, as you can see that in IA3, I am cautioning you. In IA2, I am only covering product, price and place. For IA3, I am telling you that I will have part of async 3 module, which is promotion, and I will have async 4, which is channel, digital and paid channel. Likewise, if you go forward, I have also, like as you see that IA5, etc., where IA3 live session 3 is getting covered and live session 4 getting covered. So this is how the cover is. So this should be your mantra for preparation. And now let me see what is the chat request has come. Okay, no sir. What is no sir? Jibin, I lost you. And this no sir is referred. So session coverage sheet is already I am shown a screenshot that it has been posted. So kindly refer the right area in your portal and you will get to see. So today is the live session 1 where we will have a walkthrough. Then we will have the core concept. Okay, Gaurav, Jibin, so give me a chance. I will write immediately after this session to the institute and the upgrade so that you should have that available as soon as possible. Live session 2 is consumer buying process and market research. That is, how can you understand your consumers? So that's the live session 2, everything on consumers. So you see that such a significance is given even in this course, rightly so. Module 3, live session 3 is connected with your async 3. Module 2 is connected with your async 2. Module 3 will be covering marketing process, STP, and then 3 Ps, product, price, place. Module 4, live session 4 has a part of live session 3, which is promotion strategy, and everything about your async 4, which is marketing channel, digital and paid. Jibin has written, actually session coverage sheet will be shared in our Google Drive prior to LS. That's why I told not shared. Whatever, Jibin, I will drive. If you can confirm that it is there, then fine. Otherwise, I'll be writing it to the institute. So this is the live session coverage. Now, you see that why the structure is developed like this. Now, you see that live session 4 is not a repetition I have written. It is a reinforcement. So you must enter my live session 2, 3, 4 by actually covering async content. It is also designed in such a way that you are entering my live session after you go through the async content, appear for the internal assessment, and then comes the live session. So I will try to bring alive, try to show you application orientation rather than actually discussing the theory. But yes, if you have doubts, you can ask. So we will have a Q&A as ongoing or at the end. So discussion should help you to check the knowledge, refine your knowledge. There is nothing right, nothing wrong in asking. Don't be hesitated what others will feel, what faculty will feel. I will not feel anything. I will moderate if there is any need for it. So that's what role I have to play. And prepare for assessments. So assessment also you will have to prepare. Now assessments, you are going to have 5 assessments, as you know, 5. The module 1, that is IA1, I have simplified. I have asked you 5 MCQs and 1 DQ of 5 marks. So that is simple, 5 MCQs and 1 DQ of 5 marks. But MCQ, do not take it as very easy. MCQs has its own tips and tricks, or you may get misguided. So there is nothing, no option to basically reading. IA2 is 3 only MCQs, okay, and 1 7-mark DQ with sub questions. So one question will be of say 4 marks, other is 3 marks, like that. So IA2 is 3 MCQs and then comes 1 DQ of 7 marks. 1 DQ of 7 marks. Okay. So that's how IA2. IA3 is 2 DQ, 5 mark each. Now that's where you will have to bring in all your knowledge. IA3 is also linked with async 3, which is marketing process, STP, and 3 P's. So therefore it is important, and therefore I am asking you descriptive questions. Then comes IA4. I'm again going back to the IA1 module where 5 MCQs and 1 DQ. But course coverage refer to the session coverage sheet wherein live session 1 and async 2 is covered. And likewise, IA5 is also 2 DQs. IA5 is 2 DQs. That is last exam. By that time you have matured, you have probably studied. So IA5 brings 2 DQs. That's how overall my IA structuring is. Any doubts, friends? So I am upfront putting it up for you that you must continue to refer official institute calendar for date and time. This is how the coverage is. Session coverage sheet in brief. Session coverage sheet is given to you in brief. IA1 essentially aligned with async 2, which is consumer buying process and market research. IA2 is aligned with your async module 3, which is marketing process STP and product place price. IA3, I am covering part of async 3, which is promotion strategies, and essentially async 4, which is marketing channel, digital and paid. IA4 is a mix of live session 1 and 2. Whatever that I cover in live session 1 and 2, I can ask vis-a-vis async 2 model. Prerequisite content I have given. And likewise, IA5, live session 3 and 4 and async module 3 and 4. Okay, friends? Clear as of now, I suppose. Now this has 40% weightage. So you have later on term and exam. Video, which video, Madhuri? I have not played any video. You mean to say the screen? So IAs are 4 marks and term and exam 60 marks. So your 60 marks term and exam is 3 questions of 20 marks each. I might have broken it into multiple questions or sub questions. Some of you might have you check please your this thing. At least the moderator out here has checked up and done my settings and all before you all joined. So others can probably confirm to Madhuri what is the scene. So this is what is your overall structuring, right, friends? Any doubt here? So IAs are 40% weightage, 40 marks, and term and exam is 60%, 60 marks, 3 questions. 1 question might have a sub questions of different marks. Clear? So that makes your 100. There is something that I should show you, but I don't want to kind of also scare you. See, my limitation is once I ask certain things, I cannot repeat. So now I go through IAs, then I have to reach term and exam, etc. So what is happening is my coverage is quite exhaustive. My coverage is quite exhaustive, friends. So it's, it is very difficult for me to tell you this is not important, this is important. If you just have a look at this, just to put forth to you. Okay, it has taken unwarrantedly long time and it might even hang my session. Okay, it is opening. So see, I think you can see an Excel file. Can you? One of you confirm? Yeah. So see, this is what the coverage is. Now I have given term and 2 sets. Again, both has to be unique. Okay. So you see that overall I have to give double the I have to give double numbers. 5 MCQ, I have to give 10 MCQ so that randomization happens. So you see that, and I cannot repeat. So I have to cover, and therefore most of the thing is getting covered. That's the only friendly and cautioning advice. But you all are smart. You all are taken business analytics. So I'm not scared about your inability as such. But yes, all wants to know, like, how do I okay, one second, Abid. Uh, can you hurry it up? Because these are those trivial things. Yes, I know, important for you. Yeah, okay. We have almost 2.5 hours to go where I have to cover concepts. So this is what I was up to. Now you see that essentially it's not about your ability, inability, etc. But please do not consider that things are very easy. So unlock the module before the live session. Before the live session, you must have referred async content. In fact, compulsory this thing is there because you have to appear for the exam and then you are attending the live sessions. Do attend all live sessions. I have done as much as effort to keep it live, engaging. Participate in the discussion. If there is any doubt or somebody is talking, participate. Put your queries freely. You can even use the query module that you have, and then attempt the MCQs in your mock test, etc. So that way you prepare, right, friends? So preparation is the first thing, but I'm sure like you can. So now today's coverage is we will be discussing. I will go session by session, so you will have that queue coming in. So this is like essentially the live session 2, wherein consumer behavior and how do you understand consumer behavior, which is market research. So we will be covering that part. Okay. So this is module 2, async. That's what I told you. You will have the cues coming in. So now look at this picture. I want someone to either put here or narrate. If you want to narrate, then probably you'll have to raise the hands. There is a pictorial representation coming in. Housewife shown busy cooking. Kid is shown running towards house. Few items of snacks are shown, like biscuits, which is pre-done by somebody else, or fried item, vadas, etc., or packaged food like shakarpara or something is visible. What does this picture convey to you? What does this picture convey to you in terms of marketing? Anybody would like to talk? Or would you like to put in here? That will bring the interaction, friends. Anyone? Target consumers. Shashi, okay. Anybody else? I won't comment right now. Happy family. At least that is not there, Satish. I am talking about marketing. What else? Not a problem, but you have spoken. That's what I appreciate. Demand. Yunus is saying alternate food. Kid is back home and processed food is ready to serve. Something better, Usha. Mother prepares snacks for kids after they return from school. So the marketing is probably for children's snack. Something really good. Consumer needs or demand. Yes, Vinci. Closure, we are going. Groceries demand, not really. Type of product consumed. Okay. Uh, Target kids food. Right. So couple of problems, these things have come in. What will be playing in the minds of the mother? Okay, Kulraj is saying biscuit. Wish I could cook. Yani. Every mother wants kids to remain healthy, and therefore they would like to cook when the kid is there. But cooking nowadays demands that it should be fast. Satish has written mindshare from kids' point of view. Slightly tough. Maybe you are a marketing guy, but I appreciate different varieties of snacks. Okay, Gaurav. Now this is I am narrating you the mother's dilemma. I wish I can cook. I can cook fast and I can serve hot. With this, which product comes to your mind? Wish I can cook. I can cook fast and serve hot. Which product? Very good, Yunus. Thank you. Thank you. See, so many answers. That's what marketing is all about. Maggie has done the job well that even in this manner you are able to recall Maggie. Fast to cook, good to eat. Okay, Kulraj. So, okay, Kulraj. Now, this is what actually I was driving home. Going further, so not much has to be discussed out here. Allow me going further. See the scenario. I have seen my life like this. One family, 5 members. Okay, my parents and 3 of us sibling. We used to have only one toothpaste. I am not able to see all charts. Others, what is the scene? See, there are those Astha. Maybe you can re-log in or something like that. Just check it out. Visible. So, see in 60s, like when in my house, I am born 60. This thing. 5 people. One Tarun is also saying same. Just bear with me. It will come in kind of. It will improvise or just recheck your. Acha, you are saying chat. One sec. One sec. One sec. I have done it, everyone. I have done it, everyone. Okay, you were referring about chat. I thought you were talking about the visibility. Chat is now active to everyone. Okay, chat is active to everyone. Now look at the scene today. Look at the scene today. One sec. Yeah, I have changed that also. There was another setting. And now check, please. Panelists can chat with everyone and attendees can chat with everyone. I have done that. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Sorry for that. Okay. Now let's focus here, friends. Now see the scene today. One house. We are only 3 of us. Myself, wife, and my daughter. And 4 toothpaste are in house. I use additional Sensodyne. Sensitivity issue. Okay. So 4 toothpaste. 3 people. Earlier 5 people, only 1 toothpaste. Okay. Look at this. Kellogg's came with the cornflakes for adults. They also now have a Cocoa Pops for kids. Okay. Then look at this. Have you ever heard a Mumbai Chatak Masala Noodle? This is a flavor from Maggi. Maggi produces 17 varieties. Okay. Colgate is this. Maybe house to house. So Silpa, I'm just trying to give you an idea. Yeah, that squeezing is still there. Squeezing habit is still there. So that's not a this thing. Kellogg's has also started making for kids, for slim women. Okay, for slim women. Okay. So friends, I want you to now discuss, speak out. Okay. 3 things are coming out from discussion that we did. One second. 3 things are coming out. Can you say what did we learn by those pictorial representation of Maggie, and then later on the other 3 things? Consumer centric. Okay. Changing preferences. Okay, good. Time is okay. All right. Varieties, brand. You are not hitting the center. You are not hitting the right thing. One sec. I would like to read. Rahul has written something. Needs are changing. Rahul, where is Rahul? Many target audience, wide variety. Thank you. Astha Raj is written by understanding the consumer behavior. Product taglines are decided. That part is little wrong, but you are also coming close. Bang on. Customer based product, lifestyle, need are changing, right, Madhuri? So you come to something that I want to discuss. Companies are working as per the market requirement. Again, Nilesh, it has to do with the needs, consumer behavior. Thank you, Satish, Shashi. Sorry, marketing trend based on changing consumer behavior. Very true, Jibin. Oh, lovely. Consumers now identify the product with the brand, adapting as per consumer demand. Brilliant, Vinci. Singh Kumar, how do you pronounce? Yeah, consumer need desire. Very true. Uh, Prithpal, local belonging angle in product. Little complicated, but I will. Understanding the consumer needs. Yeah, so there are 10 new messages. Not that I'll be able to read, but yes. So now just hear me out. Just hear me out. It's for someone. We saw that it's for someone. We were talking about changing preference. Consumer behavior is important, Kulraj. Yes. It is for specific someone. Now I'm making it little filter. It is for someone, specific someone. Segmentation. I'm touching the concept of segmentation. First one is the need. Second is the segmentation. It fulfills something. It fulfills something. Again, it comes to the need. Need, hunger, oral hygiene, health. Okay. So this is what is all about briefly marketing. Marketing is for something, for someone special, someone specific. So that is STP, and it fulfills the need of your target customer, target audience as per the need. Yes, Shilpa. So brilliant, friends. So I think you all got the gist of it, right? What I was trying to say. So async module 2 coverage overview. Quickly, this is what is the async module 2 covers for you. Consumer decision making, that is 6 steps. Consumer buying process, individual determinants, what is within an individual that shapes his decision making. What are the external influence, something happening from outside, something that is feeded to him from outside, advertisement, direct marketing, digital marketing. These are the stimulus which is coming to you from outside. You are getting exposed. That's an external influence. And understanding the consumer behavior. How do you do that? That is market research. So async 2 has these 4 learning objectives. Okay, and it covers these 4 areas. So now I am touching a very important subject. You all are keen to know marketing in one sheet. Marketing is actually explained. So have an attention. In one sheet, marketing gets covered. Okay, we will of course discuss in detail. So I'm not going to detail it out much. When we come to actual async related content, we will. But marketing has 3 levels, 3 stages, you can say. First stage is opportunity has to be found out. Second stage or second level is strategy has to be developed. Third level is then formulate your marketing program to achieve your strategic goals. Okay. So marketing is summed up in 3 level or 3 stages. First, opportunity identification, that is understanding the consumer need. Second is then developing your strategy, which is nothing but segmentation, targeting and positioning. And third, then take that to the customer. You can take this to your strategy to the customers by way of 4 P's, which is product, price, place and promotion. That is formulating your marketing program. So marketing is all about 3 stages or 3 levels. We will of course discuss this, but broadly understand level 1 is, you see the 3 parties are mentioned: customer, company and competition. Now customer, of course, you have to understand the needs. So many chats we talked about understanding need. That is a differentiator of marketing versus sales. Sales is just produce anything and push. Marketing is understand the need, then develop product, then create a pool. Customer on its own should pick up. Now to do that, company must understand the need. Company must also understand what is the competitive scenario. What is competition offering? Now you determine whether you have a edge in producing what customer needed, whether you are going to be able to develop a solution to address customer need, and you will be able to sustain this for long term. You will be able to sustain this for long term. That's what one need to know. After Colgate, nearly for 2 decades there is no other toothpaste. Later on HUL, Pepsodent, and then Herbal and Dabur and all have come. So you see that they understood the need of proper hygiene, oral hygiene. They developed the paste which was very difficult for others to do. Okay, so they had a single most monopoly. So company has to, you can't develop everything. One area where you have a strong competitive edge. We will learn about strategy, which is segmentation, targeting, positions, which is level 2 or stage 2 of marketing. And then comes take your strategy to the customers. That you can do by formulating marketing program, that is use of 4 P's: product, place, price, promotion. If it is a service product, if it is a service marketing, then seven P's. Okay, other than this 4 P's, fifth is people, process, and physical evidence, that look and feel of your place of service. Okay, so this is what is the marketing process in short. I've given you that red arrow. Okay, I should have. So now the next important concept is the decision making process. How does customer make decision? Okay, we are going to discuss this in detail. So today I'm just going to touch base on it. It's a 6-step process. It's a 6-step process. You see that point 4 is looks like an added. Now that's a new era. I'm sorry. Feeling sneezing, but not coming. Okay. You see that step 4 looks like an add-on, which is a possibility in today's new generation. You see Grammarly. Now that's a software available for a proofreading. I have almost used this for 1 year and then I have subscribed. Selection and trial available. E-websites, various e-retailers. You can call for the item. You can try it out. If you do not like, you return it within 10 days, 14 days, whatever there. So this is a 4th step added due to new generation. So 6-step decision making process. How consumer behave before and after making a purchase. That line is also very important. So this 6-step cover process till they buy the goods and after they buy the goods. Okay, very quickly, need recognition. You see internal and external trigger. Internal is I am feeling a problem. We will discuss this. I am feeling a problem, therefore I am looking for a solution. External is something coming to me from outside. Somebody advertise and then I realize, oh, I wanted this solution. So that's how. Then once you have this, okay, explanation is given. Once you have that and your need is now made stronger, you will look for information. You will try to find out more about available product and services that will satisfy your need. Okay, now how do you do that? Again, it's an internal search first will happen. You will try to recall whether you have seen this, heard this, read about it, etc. If not, or additionally, you will look for external sources, website, Wikipedia, whatever, or Amazon, Flipkart. You will try to gather more information. So that's what information search. Then comes the alternative evaluation. Alternative evaluation, which is there are 3 types of brand that come into your mind. There are 3 sets of brand. Which one do you evaluate? When your evaluation process starts, which one do you evaluate? So they are telling you there is a evoke set of brands. Evoke means the brand which come to your mind quickly. When I say refrigerator, LG and Godrej may come into my mind. So that's an evoke set. Inert set. Inert set, I know that there is a Hitachi refrigerator and I know little about this thing. Okay, or say Samsung, this thing. That's a inert set. And then inept set. I do not know whether that brand exists, or I might just know that brand exists, but I know nothing about it. Okay, so that's a inept set of brand. Essentially, you will evaluate brand which are in your evoke set. And therefore, marketing is a struggle to bring your brand always or in a recall state, evoke state. People, the moment I am feeling hungry, jaldi kuch karna hai, Maggie. I am feeling thirsty when I am on picnic, Bisleri. How that, there are others, Aquafina, Kinley, vagera, we do not say many. There are local near, railway near, and there are brands which we do not recall. That is inept set. We will evaluate, go to the counter, ask them kaun sa mineral water hai, and then only if the known brand is taken, we will buy. So these are all evoke set. So this also we will understand in detail. There are ways that you evaluate. There are ways in which you evaluate. This is a mechanism that we will have to understand, but that is kept for acing 2 live session 2. Car is Maruti. Yes, Satish. Thank you. Fan is Usha. Very good. Usha is given Usha. Okay. Crompton is also there. So see, I will say Usha and Crompton is my evoke set. Inert set. Is there any Hettich, I think, has a fan. Okay, so maybe that is an inert set. But there may be another guy. I do not know that they exist, or I might have just heard, but so I will not evaluate. Tire is MRF, Orient PSPO. Yes, Rahul, heads off. Okay, so this is what we will learn. How does customer evaluate through these 3 types of evaluation? Finally, the purchase decision. Finally, the purchase decision is taken. Okay, so purchase decision when taken, how it is taken. So there is, when you have to finally decide, the 2 things come up front: risk of failure vis-a-vis how much you are able to involve yourself or how much you want to involve yourself. In my house, which salt is used, I do not know, because risk of failure is bare minimum. Even if I do not like, I can tell her, throw that salt, bring Tata salt. Okay. But if my daughter says I want to buy a laptop, I will caution her, without consulting me, dare you buy a laptop, because risk of product, this thing is very high. If not right laptop comes in, then my 70,000 gets stuck. So I will tell her I want to get involved. So that's the science we will understand. And finally, customer, after buying the product, also evaluates you. After buying the product, customer want to determine whether his decision was right of choosing you or your product. If it is right, he becomes advocate. If it is experience is not right, he becomes adversary. Okay, but the yellow portion that has been mentioned out here is slightly different. And please note, this yellow portion that I've given you is the marketing role, marketing actions. Okay, so above is the understanding of the step, but marketing in the post-purchase stage, marketer has to facilitate voice harnessing. They have to provide a platform where positive ranking, rating, etc. But not only that, marketing has to work for acquiring customer, retaining, and lapsation means those customers who left you. How do you regenerate a relationship? So that's the role of marketing in the post-purchase scenario. So we will study all this consumer decision-making process. Is this 6-step decision-making process clear, friends? 6-step decision-making process, because I am entering a new concept later. Yes, no? Any doubts, friends? So if I to give you a simple example, which I'll be repeating, in my house, I am struggling, myself and my wife. Daughter is now gone out for her work related things. So she is not with us. We are struggling, both of us. So many times we feel, yeah, many things can we not automate? And that's where suddenly I recalled. Now see, that's an internal trigger. I am facing a problem. I am not able to do simultaneous tasks. And that's where I have heard about Alexa. I tell my wife, why not we try Alexa? Okay. And then we see the Alexa advertisements and also that external trigger has also come. You see that Alexa ad, the kids is crying, father is picking it up, and father is unable to pacify the kid. Then mother narrates one song. Alexa, play this song, and child goes to sleep. So I get that, oh, external, I think solution to my problem is this, and therefore I will start searching information. I know Alexa is a voice command based, but I don't know much who manufactures. So then I came to know Google is also having Siri and Dot, and there are few others. Now I will evaluate. So now an evaluation, only Alexa and Google has come to my mind. There is something called Siri. Okay, that is my inert set, but there may be somebody whom I do not know. That is my inept set. Okay. Then comes the trial. Will I be given a trial? Yes, somebody may offer me a trial, somebody may not. That's okay. That phase is not so rigid. Then I will decide. Now it's a Alexa purchase of some amount. Yes, if not full risk, but there is some risk level, or moderate level of risk and moderate level of monetary risk. So I will tell my wife, we will together decide. And then after we get home and start using it, installation support given, how to use is taught to us. And then we realize that we are able to do numerous tasks. Order checkbook, Bank of Baroda send checkbook, Alexa tell, like, so we are able to, or play song, etc., etc. Now Madhuri has put something. Trial means we are purchasing the product. Then what's the difference between purchase decision? Madhuri, today you are getting trial of many things. You order on Amazon, goods come to you, you see it, you try it. If it doesn't like, you don't see it, you return it in their given policy, 7 days, 10 days. Canva, if you know, Canva is a platform, creative platform. One can use a lot of communication, marketing using Canva. You have free trial available. You can use free for long time. Okay, or say 14 days free, and then they want you to change to professional. Or whenever you go to use advanced command, they will tell you you will have to use subscribe to Canva. Available this feature in advance. Grammarly for 1 year I've used free, and every time it used to, whenever scan my document, it used to tell me in the bottom there are 14 more mistakes which can be rectified only if you have a premium account. I continued almost for a year, and later I took the subscription. So that's a trial. I hope, Madhuri, I have given you Subramania has written. Yes, got it. Thanks. Okay, so I am assured. Now we are entering, the second phase was talking about internal influences, about our acing to consumer buying behavior. We have understood that is a process. Marketing process we have understood. And there was something called individual influencing or individual determinants. So what are they? So consumer behavior, individual and external. We will be studying both. Need goal motivation is one. And then comes the perception and attitude and learning. So we will get into that. Quickly, I am going to discuss this elaborately. Okay, the things have come randomly. My apology. Some change. Okay, I did some change which upset the animations. First is culture. These are internal factor we are discussing. We are what we are in the family, in the culture that we have been upbringing has happened, because culture has given us learned belief here, and we learn from our culture what is moral, what is immoral, what is right, wrong, habits like bow down to the seniors. Likewise, their customs, Raksha Bandhan and Matki, and all those things drive our belief system. Now the strong belief system that HDFC has took this, Indian retired people, do not want to be dependent on the kids. And they've capitalized by this Sir Utha Ke Jio, HDFC pension plan, HDFC life, that is insurance, which is a pension link, this thing, Sir Utha Ke Jio. They are using these last 2 decades. Okay. So that's what, they've taken a cue from culture. Then comes the family. Our family has shaped up our personality, persona, thinking, belief, etc. And in our family, there are different individuals playing different roles. Somebody is an influencer. They will drive the decision. Daughter will tell in my house, it is happening more like this. My daughter is say like young age person. My wife is like mid 50s. Now she brings the idea. Mom, scrap this way of doing, do this way. I will buy for you this. And she orders through IKEA or Amazon. And so this is how there are influencers. Gatekeepers are the one who will decide this will not happen in my house, or I will not allow this information to come in, etc. A decider. I am a decider because money matter. Buyer. I might decide, but I may not go and buy. My wife may go and buy, or daughter may buy. So likewise, various roles individual play. We are driven by reference groups. There is something that we refer to, we bank upon for our judgment, for validating our thoughts, for getting aspired. So that's what known as a reference groups. We will be studying about them. Culture is subculture. Sorry, this animation has gone slightly off track. My apology. So that's on the internal. There is an external influences which is not covered today. Uh, and then we come to understanding consumer behavior, which is a marketing research. Understanding consumer behavior, which is understanding the process of marketing research. Okay. Now, I will teach you when we come to that. That is ASING 2, that is live session 2. What is qualitative research and what is quantitative research? But very briefly, if I had to tell you, if say the Lay's guys are making wafers, okay, from the PepsiCo, house of PepsiCo, it is a wafer which is available. Now they see that the people are getting conscious about health. So they decide that one should have which type of wafer consumer may be now looking at. Now they have no answer. They want to just understand the deeper, aspects of consumer mind. What does healthy means to them? What does the fried wafer means to them? Are they looking at an alternative to fried wafers? These are all to do with inside the psychology or a mind of an individual. Now, therefore, you do what you do. A research is to extract what is hidden in my mind. That is a qualitative research. But if you want to know how many people will use baked wafer and what will be the demand of it, at what price will they buy this, okay, then I need to do a quantitative research, because I will need an answer that of the total population surveyed, 80% have said health conscious they are. Out of this 80%, 30% have said they will buy baked wafers. Those kind of answers, if you are looking at quantitative. This is a 4-step process of a marketing research that you have in front of you. We will study about design. Design is what? What is the problem? Then what is the hypothesis? That problem means what? So that's what you put an hypothesis, your understanding of that problem. Okay. Then who's a sample? Who's a sample means who's the right person to talk to. Then how will you meet those sample? How will you cover the sample? Okay, that's a sample profile. Then that's a design. Design is what? Whether you are doing quantitative research or a qualitative research, whether you are going to mail the questionnaire or you are going to be face to face. So that's a design part. I will give you that perspective. Then your decision about quanti, quali, this thing, that will be understood. And finally, when the data is collected, data needs to be analyzed. Data is analyzed, a report is prepared and presented to the party who has sought your research. So that's a broad marketing research process. So we have covered that aspect. Now we come to, so any doubts on the marketing research process? We will take a break around 11:45-50. Till that time, bear with me. 5 minutes break. So I hope marketing research part is also clear. Something, and then this internal triggers, external I have not done. Consumer buying process, 6-step process also we have covered. Marketing process we have covered so far. Any doubt, friends? Open to you. Kindly confirm. Can I go ahead? I hope you are enjoying. First of all, enjoying, yes or no, Liko. Enjoy. If you think you are enjoying, put E. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So let me continue. Great. Great. I am happy. So now we want to understand what is consumer. Very big question. What is consumer? Anybody? Anybody? What is consumer according to you? However, the answer is there. A consumer is someone who buys goods such as food, clothes, mobile phones, laptop. A consumer also buys services. So they may use service also. Bhagwan, oh, Vibhor is very rightly so. End user. Kulraj, heads off to you, salute you. You have used the right word, end user. I will come to that. Friends, don't get confused. I will explain what Yuvraj meant. Yunus has raised the hand. I am sorry, Yunus, my nazar has gone just now. You want to talk? I have activated your mic, Yunus. Paging Yunus.
No, I'm sorry. That was by.
Okay. So, chalo, let me continue. Any individual who purchase product or service for his personal use. Okay, Akash. Thank you. I will ask a question at the end. Also buys product service bundle. Many times when you go to buy a car, you have to have the finance, you have to get the RTO done. Everything is offered to you by the distributor. Goods and services are obtained from even online. So you can obtain things online, offline. And product services are purchased for personal use. So, okay. Now I ask a question to say Akash, in relation to what Kulraj has said. In a house, a teenage daughter, okay, wants to buy sanitary pad, but she's not so, she feels hassled. Okay, so she requests mother, why don't you buy an appropriate sanitary pad for me? So now who's a consumer and who's a customer? And what is customer? How it is different from consumer? Now mother is what? Snai Kumar said mom is customer, consumer is girl. Nilesh said customer is mother. So you are right. So I am very happy that this difference is known. So customer is a buyer. He may take decision about the brand and the product, or he just simply facilitates the acquisition of the goods. Daughter may say that mama buy only this for me. So then the decision about the brand was taken by consumer. Mother has just facilitate the purchase. Her apprehension is taken care of. Okay. So in marketing, it is very essential for the marketer to know whom to influence. Whom to influence, customer or consumer. You see, when first time pregnancy prevention pill, I pill, which came, the advertisement has not shown anything about the sufferer, but mother comes out of the bedroom to the gallery. Oh, mistake happened. Did you take the eye pill? So that was the ad. So mother is shown as an influencer, or mother is shown as a customer who has decided that in case of eventualities, she must, as a learned mother, or she must, as a modern age mother, should request a child to use protective available option available, which is eye pill. Okay. So mother has been shown. So marketer has decided that it is not that the people making mistake who should they advertise to, but they should advertise, because that was a time. This is 20 years before, I'm telling you. This was a time where they were encouraging parents to be the driver. So they spoke to mother. What about groceries, for example? I buy grocery. Who's this Rahul? But cooking usage is done by my cook, and then that meal is eaten by me. Here, you all are consumer, but you are buyer. Okay, but you are buying. Suppose now you are a customer, but your wife has clearly told you buy only Annapurna Atta, buy only this, etc. Then the decision making is in the hands of wife. You are just facilitator. Marketeer has to decide whether to talk to you or to talk to your wife. Okay. But yes, you are a consumer also and you are a customer also, because you are buying it. Manash has put nice name. We should target customer behavior, not the consumer behavior. Yeah, true. Oh, there are a couple of more messages. Sometimes parents and child to go buy item. Consumers is whole family, but decision making. See, the child is only the facilitator. Mother has told him, go and tell Kirana wala, I want Annapurna Namak or Annapurna Atta. So child is just facilitated. Mother has decided that bhai, this will come. Okay. Child is mediator. Yeah, facilitator. Okay, Akash. So can I go ahead? Okay, you see number of brands coming up. So consumer decides the brand that has to be used, or many time Many time consumer leaves this to the hands of buyer, that you decide. Okay. So now I'm coming to a very, very important subject. Look at the slide. What does this picture show you? There is a consumer individual picture is shown. There is another picture. All multicolor are in one group and then colored wise separated. What does this convey to you from marketing perspective? Anything ticking in your mind? Shashi, thank you. Segmentation. So what is segmentation? We come to understand that as a concept. Nilesh, not classification, segmentation. But you are right that you are classified based on colors. But the marketing term is segmentation, set of consumers. Yes, Kulraj. So this is a science of, we will be studying segmentation. Okay. Now the segmentation has to do with what? Has to do with the needs of the customer. You have to understand what is needed by your customer. So with the consumer, there are two things linked: understanding the consumer need, etc. So there is a another point like consumer need, want, desire, and then also understand the segmentation. We will be learning them. Okay. So given you the basic idea, each one consumer have a different needs, and that is the one thing that we will learn about. And needs keeps changing, so that's also a thing that we need to understand. So very briefly I am trying to help you to understand. We will learn in detail in the async 2 what is segmentation, what can you infer from this. There is a difference in similarity. There is similarity such as demographics, culture, social, religious influences. That is similarity. A reference group, again the the trigger, which is a similarity. Way of living, people in people in Banjara Hill, people in Malabar Hill, people in Juhu. They are area specific. Or say Naigaon middle class. Their way of living will be similar to people staying around, and therefore their likes and dislikes also will be more or less same. So I am driving you to a very important understanding: segmentation, action, interest, opinion. Consumers have their own opinion, interest, and action. So segmentation is identifying similarity in a group of people, identifying similarities in a group of people. Okay, so that is what is segmentation. And that is a group of people means because there is a similarity on some count, they become homogeneous, they become green, they become purple, they become orange, they become yellow. That's what. Above is a very mass market. From there you pulled out similarity on something. Similarity can be of any one of this or some of this together. Any one of this or some of this together. And you pull out a distinct homogeneous group. Homogeneous means people with similar likes, similar way of living, similar interest, opinions, whichever way. That's a segmentation. Clear? There is some chat has come in. Maggie for Maharashtrian similar abilities group. Akash slightly confirm, not abilities, similar, like, dislike, behavioral group you can say. Maggie for Maharashtra people, chatpata masala, you showed it in the beginning, example of geographic segmentation. Yes, yes, yes. Also, it adds to variety seeking this thing behavior of individual. But yes, that's a geographic segmentation that may not be available in many other parts. Okay, that may not be available in many other parts of India. Okay. Now I am coming to a very important this thing here. Today we'll be briefly discussing them. And I am going to pictorial also. What is need? Need, when need right from beginning I'm saying the marketing is the only difference is the understanding consumer need. So there is an explanation given on the right hand side. First I'm meaning I physically need water to survive. So needs are essential for your physical survival, anything that is needed for your physical survival, air, water, food, shelter, sex, etc., are essential for your survival. So therefore, that's a need. Then what makes it want? What makes it want? Something that you specifically want, something that you say specifically upfront. Now look at the explanation on the right hand side. Need is shown as a state of deprivation of some basic satisfaction. State of deprivation of basic satisfaction. You are thirsty, so your need is water. Okay. Want is desire for a specific satisfier to meet the need. Specific satisfier to meet the need. I am thirsty. Water is a need, but I want scented water. I need fruit based water. There are so many water varieties are available. I am hungry. Mother will say, Beta, I will make an upma for you. You will say, Oh, come on, mama. I will order burger. So that's a specific satisfier to need, which is hunger. Upma would have still satisfied your hunger, but you went for burger. Therefore, it becomes want. And what is demand? I create a demand by asking and paying for it. So demand is need and want for specific product backed up by an ability. I must have a money, no? My need is a commute. I want to go to office from one end to the other end. I want Mercedes Benz. But does it make a demand? No, because I have no ability. I am upfront telling you, I have no ability. So my want to have a Mercedes Benz is not a demand, because one is I have no ability and therefore I am not willing to pay for it. I have settled for Maruti Desire. Okay. So I have no ability and I settle, I am willing to buy only a specific product. So demand will be only when the need and want is there. However, it is backed up by ability, monetary this thing, and then the choice. Then the choice. You have various options available. You exercise a specific choice. Rahul is saying personal preference of need. Very well said, Rahul. Very well. Very simple. Very well said. Even I will say I have got a new definition. Thank you. Very well said. Implicit need. Oh, Kulraj, don't get and confuse others. There are types of needs. There are many. We are not covering them today. I will cover when I come there. So there are latent need, explicit need, implicit need, hidden need. There are many. So let's not today just understand need, want, and demand. I am sure you have understood that need, want, demand. Now look at pictorially. I am trying to help you with. I need water. My want is of mineral or of fructose based water. I am hungry. I need food, but I want burger, pizza, fried chips. Okay. So what is coming out? Needs are bare necessities, survival specific. Wants are desire, or Rahul has said personal preferences. Wants are desire. Needs are survival specific. I just said wants are satisfying the self. So Rahul, I will now write the third line, personal preference of needs. Okay. So that's a learning. Right. So let me just see my timing, how ahead or behind I am. Sorry, I have to keep track. Fair enough. We'll continue. Not that I will jump. Now, another way to give you a understanding about need, want, this thing. Okay. A guy staying in the hut, there is a chawl opposite to him. Guy staying in a hut, there is a chawl opposite to him. He every time keeps desiring, Yar, I should at least get into a chawl. Okay. When he gets into the chawl, he thinks, yeah, now I should at least, my family is expanded. I must have at least one BHK flat. He gets into the flat. He now thinks, I have grown up. I have earned money. I must have duplex. I must have row house. I must have holiday home. Okay. So what is the message? Need does not change. You need an accommodation. Need does not change. Want may change over a time depending on the abilities that you acquire. Okay, so these are the some of the salient aspects of need, want, demand. I hope you are clear. I am trying to give you the correlation through live example. Now you see everyone wanted a tea. Need was that I need something tea or coffee. Starbucks satisfies the want for an exclusive environment with warmth and offers a sense of relaxation. So once you buy it and you take a seat, no botheration, as much time you take, very cool environment, warmth is there. They address you with the name. They write also on your kappa, etc. So they call you by your name for the order taking and various things. The way they've done. So it's the same coffee sold at 8 to 10 times more the price. So that's what marketer has to understand. How can they make need into the want and provide the necessary experience around the want so that customers will come to you. I hope you got that understanding. Need, want, demand, and what is the correlation for marketer? Convert customer need into want. That is what they do through an advertisement. They make you know that you had this problem. You are looking out for this solution. So they create that specific satisfier in you. And then, of course, you judge your abilities and willingness and start. While you coin a product or a service, you also look at it. Okay, what is the normal coffee drinking experience versus what can you provide? So it becomes a want, and then consumer will come on their own. Pull. Marketing is all about pull. Okay. Starbucks satisfies the want. Oh, sorry, this is repeated. So as a marketer, you need to understand need. So need understanding is a foundation. Develop product and communicate to make it wanted by consumer by fulfilling his types of wants. So you understand need. Now, how can you make this need into want? So you develop a product that satisfies the need and the want, and then you communicate, hey guys, I have this, and then that communication should fulfill or touch base the need, want fulfillment so that he gets a trigger. So that's a marketing correlation. So let's see when want changes as per the taste and preferences. Yes, Akash, that is also true. There are many, likewise, there are 15 statements, but we are supposed to restrict to what is async and what I am. A consumer is someone who, a consumer is someone who, my this let's rewind is an effort where you will be quickly reminded so that retention will remain. Want changes as per the anybody, consumer is who buys goods such as food, clothes, laptop, buys services, who buys product service bundle, only A and C, only B and C, only A and B, ABC. Right answer is ABC. I gave you that in the definition there, right? Yeah. Next is need, wants, and demands are interrelated. Want is explained as desire for a specific satisfier, state of deprivation of some basic satisfaction, ability to satisfy what is required, none of the above. I'm sorry, this arrow has gone little. Oh, while you abandon, why does it not go forward? I have still not found that solution. So need interior want is explained as specific satisfier. Okay. Need is what? State of deprivation of some basic satisfaction. Need is state of deprivation of some basic satisfaction. Oh God, it's taking time. There are some chats have come in. Yeah, okay, there is the answer. Thank you. Okay. Uh, Context setting. What is consumer behavior? So with this, I will try to help you with that to understand what is consumer behavior. Some of the slides I will go very rapidly. What kind of, marketeer have to answer so many questions while launching, preparing marketing strategy. Some representative things out here. What kind of consumer buy it? What product or services does consumer buy it? What makes consumers buy them? So any specifics, when are these bought? Monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, fortnightly, from where they buy it. So, what is the channel preference? How often they use toothpaste? They advocate for you to use twice, so morning, night. But you need to find out whether consumers are really doing it. Okay, so how often they use it, at what frequency they buy it, the periodicity cycle of purchase. There are many other questions which a marketer has to answer. How do we search information? How does consumer go about search of the information in today's digital era? This is very important. At what frequency do they buy? I have covered. What do we evaluate? What do we evaluate in a product post purchase? After the purchase is done, what does customer look at? How do we dispose of the product? So even in an environment conscious world, even this is coming as a question. Do they go back to the same brand? If, or if yes, why? If not, why? So marketing and the consumer behavior, that's where the birth of consumer behavior has come. Marketing may be all about need, but why consumer has come into marketing is marketer has to know the answer to so many such questions, which are all linked to the consumer's behavior. Consumer deal with his need related dilemma. So it starts with the need related dilemma. Whenever consumer feels a need, he is in a state of dilemma. I am not able to do multiple tasks at a time. Got into the dilemma stage. Is there a solution to this? That's how the Alexa came in. So need related dilemma. Okay. Solution made available must find acceptance of the consumers. Now, how do you do that? So that is to do with the attitude management. Again, that's a one aspect that we'll be studying it. Attitude. What you can do is change the attitude where you discontinue, you compel customers to discontinue low cost detergent. Nirma has eaten into the market when they were at the peak. So earlier the HUL and all were reluctant to introduce anything other than surf. Then they bought in Will and Reen. Tikia, they were appealing low cost, solution. They were appealing to discontinue. However, that also was not going well. They made consumer change now by showing them how unsafe the other product is. They were showing the burned nail, cracked fingers of females. ये हाल हुए थे मेरे, I changed to Will. So then they made you change. Look at the today's example. Dettol, known for antibacterial this thing. During COVID, they launched what you call Dettol laundry additive, laundry cleaner. Now COVID is gone, but it has still become continuous affair in my house. Look at it. So added an attitude, added my behavior, something they've added in me. So marketer must understand influence that drive consumer decision. So they have to either make them discontinue, they have to either make them change their behavior, they have to make them add additional things in their behavior, and likewise create a preference for your product. That's where marketer has to play the role. It is 11:15 my watch. We'll take a 5-minute break. Be back at 11:55, friends. Thank you. Be back at 11:55. Thank you. Welcome back, friends. I hope you have rejoined me. Before I go further, I would like to just quickly mention something about the course. This course is a joint initiative between NGAC, that is NMIMS Global, and Upgrade, and it was conceptualized and developed by Dr. Chavi Taneja, one of the faculty linked to NGSC, a very eminent in the field of marketing. She has herself done a PhD in economics and marketing and worked for various organizations and later moved into education stream. You have experts, adding value, which is Sabia Gulati. She is herself a marketing professionals, worked into Madame Tussauds, Mark and Spencers, etc. Before she became professionals. And then Anuri Mehta, she's also an ex-HUL, so you can understand FMCG backgrounds with a lot of insights about brand and all coming from her. So kindly do listen to their comment. You have Mr. Harsh Mariwala's interview and likewise others. Those things you must make it a habit to lead. Now I am entering and showing you an interesting concept. So let's begin our journey. What you see is the Cadbury in front of you. So I am bringing to you the marvel that Cadbury has created. Cadbury, a recent past talks about इस दिवाली कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए, इस ईद कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए, इस राखी कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए, खाने के बाद कुछ मीठा हो जाए. आज पहली तारीख है, दैट ऑल्सो आई थिंक यू ऑल विल रिमेम्बर. आज पहली तारीख है, कुछ मीठा हो जाए. सो दिस कुछ मीठा हो जाए, what is it? We will learn about it, but have a look at this video first. Just a icebreaker we have been just studying. Have a look at this video. I hope you all are able to see the video now. It is buffering and voice is coming.
When was the last time you said I love you to me?
क्या?
तुमने मुझे लास्ट टाइम आई लव यू कब बोला?
No voice. One sec. Let me check my sharing setting. Redoing it. Yeah, sound is also set. Okay, I'm replaying because just I got. These are like online embedded film I have put in, but it at times causes a problem. Video is starting. It's a 30-seconder, so I'm not much this thing. You will recall this idea. Na?
When was the last time you said I love you to me?
I'll do that.
क्या?
तुमने मुझे लास्ट टाइम आई लव यू कब बोला?
Surbani, I'll do it after this video is over.
अभी मतलब?
अभी
And
बोलो
maybe
ना.
next time I'll keep
I love
in
you.
mind. So
ये तो तुम मुझे रोज देते.
see, ये तो तुम मुझे रोज and then
खाने
so yeah, somebody has written that is a word that is the okay, Subra, I will next time onwards prepare because this is directly embedded. So link, how do you get? You have any idea? Anybody? I'm not going to waste disproportionate time. See, link is not coming here. It's a direct insert online. I will probably next time take a cue from your suggestion and make a list. So let's go ahead. So you got that idea which I was trying to bring it to you. Uh, yeah, share the screen. So I'm back to the PPT screen. So we will learn about this whole concept of how segmentation, targeting, and positioning was used by marketing of a Mondelez to create, expand the market. And now they are coming out with the thank you advertisements, etc. So look at it. Way they earlier it was a just kids brand for almost 3 decades. Later they realized, so there was a TV commercial which came. Okay, the lady walking in when the guy hits a six. Now it is coming in reverse way. The guy is running to the lady cricketer who hits a six. So that this thing. Thanks, Usha. So that's where they brought in the adult into the Cadbury consumption. Then again they realized that they are stuck with the market growth, and they saw that Indian consume lot of sweet on festivities. Even if they get a small share, that will be large enough. So that's where kuch meetha ho jaye. And then they enact towards like Paili Tarikh and this etc. which keep coming. So with that we enter into learning the process that time I told you that I will be just briefly covering. Here also I am not going to be very elaborate because in the next session I am covering it. So this is a consumer decision making process. We have understood. First of all, the need has to be triggered. Once the need is triggered, either through internal set of things or an external, you look for information. First you will look for information that you have, your internal sources. Then you will go for external sources. Marketing is aspect is there. Then customer gets into evaluation. So we have understood that he will evaluate. So that evoke set, inert set, inept set, only evoke set, brand in the evoke set generally gets evaluated. So marketeers struggle and have to always try to keep brand in the evoke set. And then comes the selection and trial. We will learn different ways the consumer evaluates. Then comes the purchase decision. That's where he encounters two dilemmas. One is the risk of purchase, and second is how much involvement does he have to do it. So that's where there are different decisions that has been taken. We will study about this. And after purchase, customers want to validate his decision. Okay, so he becomes advocate or adversaries, but marketeer has to ensure that they get into acquisition, retention, and lapsation control. So those customers whom you lost, how do you bring them back? So that's the consumer decision making 6-step process. It is how consumer behave before and after making a purchase. So this covers both the side, before purchase and after purchase. All right. So as I told you, this involvement bandwidth. Now you can answer yourself. You want to drink a soft drink, you want thumbs up, but nahi hai to many times you would have taken Pepsi or some other. Likewise, Tata Salt, I am least involved. In my house, which salt is coming, I don't know. Later on, that Anil Kapoor wala, I don't even remember that brand, 80 minerals and all, that has started coming. Then I told my wife, is it required? So much of price difference, vagera. And then we have arrived at some common consensus. So you see that risk is very limited. So I am involved less. But when it comes to say your fashion, when it comes to buying something packaged food, etc., you are very particular. Whenever I order for Lay's, I will say that onion flavor or tomato flavor. If it is not there, I tell my buy or my wife, don't buy. Okay. So risk is though limited, but I am slightly more involved. I want a specifics only. Okay. So that's why there is a little improvement. I want to buy a toy for my sister's daughter, young daughter. Then I will be much involved. I will be definitely more involved than the first two leg. Risk is also there. Which one will she like? So I'll go to the shop. She is just a newborn, give us, or say 6 years. We recently purchased. So for one 6 years kid a present. we were discussing so much, mind mapping zyada hona chahiye ya physical activity, that guy is also probing. So there's a lot of that, because the risk also slightly gone up, and we thought we should involve. However, my wife, when people started telling her, "Ke, why are you struggling to go and buying that, atta from Matunga, barter, start using this. They are very easy. You don't have the hassle of putting it overnight." Oh, so much. Then she asked me, "Do you think we should?" I said, "I leave it to you." And then she did probably a limited research, and she also shifted to this. So risk was minimized, though there was a slight of a risk because it's a food item, little more, but with very limited technical way, she understood the advantage, and then she shifted. But when it comes to DSLR, when my house has to buy DSLR, I wanted to buy DSLR for myself. My God, I made world go round. So risk is there. This is like 10 years back, I must have purchased that 10 years back, it was costing 65,000. So it's quite an amount. And I wanted to buy a right product. So I was involved, risk and involved. So there's a bandwidth. So you see, if risk is less, involvement is less. As the risk increase, your involvement increase. So what kind of risk one have and what kind of a decision, we will know about it broadly. When there is a low risk and involvement is low, consumer take three types of decision. Routine response. Salt is a routine response. Soft drink, routine response. Or an impulse. I saw something, I liked it in the window shopping I do. Impulse. Or a variety seeking. I want only tomato or onion flavor kind of a thing. I'm a little variety seeker. Or I want that Maggie. Please buy Mumbai Chatpata. Kind of thing. So though the risk is very minimal, even if it is not bought, she did not buy. I tell her, if you don't buy anything that you want. So, but I am little variety seeker. So these are the three types of decision happen. That barter, whether to use barter or whether to make barter or use that pre-mixed, idli mix, limited problem solving. Or you want to change your skin cream, you will ask 2-3 friends which cream you use, and then you will shift, because skin ka issue hai. But again, it's not so much that you get involved that you go to dermatologist and ask, etc. No, you will ask 2-3 friends and switch. But when it came to buying a digital camera, risk is also high. So I take extended problem solving. That's a type of a consumer behavior, decision making. In barter case, limited problem solving. We will study this, of course, in detail when we come. So let's rewind. Consumer decision making process stages are, anybody? As per slide, involvement is only dependent on consumer, meaning consumer behavior is same across product, service. Pritpal, I got confused with your second question. Consumer involvement is dependent on consumer and his role. Okay. And the risk associated. That is what I've been telling you all along. There is a risk related involvement. Okay. You will not yourself, you look into your house and yourself, which product, you even aware which brand is used in house, which masala is used or which salt is used. Okay. So it's like a risk, this thing, then you start involving. You will be limited involved when it comes to shampoo, okay, hair oil, etc. Okay, and then ticket size. So that's marketing, right? Okay. But when it comes to car, flat, digital camera, laptop, you will want every information because risk is high. So problem recognition, information, problem recognition stroke need identification. It is both either or. Information search, alternative evaluation, selection and trial, purchase decision and post-purchase decision evaluation. One time buy as risk. Yeah, means four-wheeler, you will be risky. Electronic appliances, you will want to find out more. Unless it is a toaster, then I'll be in that limited, this thing, toaster, I'll be in a limited state. Even if, oh, ho gaya, theek hai. So I might just ask 2-3 questions at Vijay store and buy toaster. But digital camera, I went to 2-3-4 shops, asked them what according to them is a good camera, what is plus of this, what is plus of this. Like I was extended decision making by medicinal products having high risk, but the involvement is very less, whichever is subscribed by medical practitioner purchase. Yeah, because you are not an expert, so you have left the risk on him. And when you got that, you buy. Even many times people are fussy. Medicine guy will tell you, ye nahi hai, but this medicine is same. Will you buy? I have seen some customers depend on the medicine store. Some customers will call up doctor. Doctor, this medicine not available. Is recommending this. Do I buy? In our days, doctor used to recommend after you buy, come to me and show. Okay, they only used to tell you. So these are those first time buyer will do extended decision making. Yeah, that is also true. But first time salt making you may not, salt purchase you may not. Okay. So first time with the risk is always there, guy. Risk is always there. You will see the risk. First time what? First time digital camera. First time that camera is still being used. I have repaired recently. So that's what, even for repair, I had an extended this thing. I asked 10 people where to get it repaired, etc. In case of medicine, we get involved in the doctor selection process. Don't go there. Doctor selection, I'm not going there. Okay. Medicine, you trusted him and you bought. Okay. Yeah, it's a limited risk. And you when that medicine is not available, you got into that limited risk. You called up doctor to just verify, can I buy that another one he is telling me? That's it. And then you solve the thing. Okay. So now we enter the second part of consumer behavior, that is assing to determinants of influencing consumer behavior. Okay, we will get into that. So bit of repetition. Further, I am helping you. First, I am touching the need. Let me move out of the child. Let me secure my future. Once I have house, people will accept me. These are the way our thinking goes. Okay. Looking at my progress, I'll be able to live with my head held high. So I'm bringing you to something, a new concept. What not I have achieved. Okay, I am full of life. Life has given me everything. I must do something for society. This kind of thought starts coming in. Now, what is this that I am exposing you to? First, you are just seeking something. Let me move out of the chal. Now I got a child. I want to secure various things. Now I want to get recognized. Then I want to establish that I have arrived. But later on, I see that I have achieved everything. Yeah, let me do something for others. So that's a Maslow's hierarchy of need, but we will come there. First of all, individual determinants, demographic, motivation, perception, attitude, and learning. These are the five. However, the course-wise, syllabus-wise, these three things are generally mentioned: motivation, perception, and attitude. And external, family, reference group, and culture. So that slide on this thing, family, reference group, and culture is external. Prior to that, the motivation, perception, attitude. We will briefly be, this is what I just gave you an exposure. Detail will be in live session 2. We will discuss. Yeah, Miss, this slide which I gave you will also, this slide, I was trying to cue you to Maslow's hierarchy of need. Okay. Maslow's, okay, not Maslow's hierarchy of need. Now coming to understanding the consumer, which is marketing research. Okay, which is marketing research. I would like to do a poll, friends. I'm launching a poll. Kindly fill it up. I'll also share so you get to know. Kindly fill it up. You can see the poll, right? So you'll get a result for this batch. Oh, numbers are fast going up. Thank you. It's almost nearing 100%. Okay, great. So ending it. Can you see? I do not know marketing. So there are 19% of the people in this batch, they do not know marketing. Okay. Don't worry, ask. But my only humble request is ask. Don't go from here. When I am at a point you don't understand, ask. If there's a time management issue, we will fight it out. But ask. I am encouraging. I have not studied, but I have a general understanding. So almost 66% claim, though they have not studied marketing, they generally understand. I have studied marketing, but never worked in that function. There are 9%. I have studied and handling that function. So only 3% of batch is actually today also studied and using the marketing. I have studied, but I am in a support function. Support means marketing support, activations, or market research, and likewise advertising agency you work for. So likewise also there are 3%. So you see that almost 66% are the one. And if I add 19, so almost 85%, I have no real deep understanding of marketing. Okay, so that's what is this thing. So I am stopping that share. Okay, and go. So I will give you that. How? So this is also research I have done, and this is quantified. You got the answer in a quantified term. So that's what is a quantitative research. So research, there are certain myths. Is all about data collection. Is it consultant's manifestation? They say कि वो consultant talk something here which is never practical. That's what I have heard. When I was into research days, it used to be a very pain. It's a baton to pass the buck on. It is used as a baton so that you can pass the buck on. Something that market research was telling, and we did it. Okay. It's like a weather forecast, never correct. People many times have been telling us it's like a weather forecast, never correct. So we will overcome that as we have to understand. So here is a very valid definition. Certain points are bold and highlighted. Pick up those things. American marketing research. So marketing research refers to the systematic gathering, systematic. There has to be a design. What is a problem? Whom will you meet? How will you identify? What will you ask? What will be your mechanism? Questionnaire, discussion, checklist, focus group. We will be doing. So there is a systematic gathering. Recording means there has to be a tool in which it is recorded. If you are doing an observation research, there is a video camera, hidden video camera, which captures how consumer came into the retail shop, what all he or she saw, and then chosen which brand for which, what questions were asked to the person. And likewise, so recording and analyzing. Later on, tabulation is done and analyze data. About problem, all this was done was there was a problem. I would like to add two more words: problem, opportunities, or threats. So the certain problem that you as a marketer are facing, certain opportunity you want to capitalize. You see that now this economic liberalization, then you want to know which opportunity you can capitalize. Or threat, Chinese are coming, or say this other thing, a government is now going to allow. So like 5G is going to be allowed now. So you want to see what is an opportunity you have. So you want to conduct, but will this threaten you? So then you want to understand the threat perception. So that's where the research, data all about systematic gathering, recording, analysis, all about problem, opportunity, threat that a marketer face, marketing of goods and services. So I hope it's very clear, very simple. What is marketing research? Why market research? It gives you decision making power. Once you have analyzed the data, inferences, you are able to conclude something. So it gives you that power. Okay. So that's why the market research, as I say, how it is, what is to be researched. So we will come there. And the problem, the problem, opportunity, threat. So what is to be researched? There is certain marketing problem. There is certain my skin my skin product sale is going down. So that's a problem. Or opportunity, 5G is now allowed, auction is done. So 5G is soon going to come. So what are the opportunity to me in my market or service, etc. Threat. This is a new policy change that has happened. What is the threat? So I did a research. So what is to be researched? How is market research carried out? So that's a process. We will come there. But these are the three things. What is market research generally? What is research and how it is done? So that's an answer that one seek in learning marketing research. Okay. Now look at these points. Somebody says that market research is required only for new challenge, new problem, new product, or for the new. I have put before you a statements which establishes very clearly, be it a new offering or be it an existing offering, these are the challenging questions that the marketeer faces, and therefore marketeer would like to conduct a research to get an answer. New product, what are the feature, what variation is my segment profile will be different for this, whom do I target? Okay, now in the new product when they are introduced, there are different concepts. Innovator, they are the first one, irrespective of your technical specifications. They are the people who want to buy anything that comes new. Then comes early adopters. After the innovators buy, these people will walk in to buy. Large majority. So then comes the follower who will then buy. Hey, I think this looks like successful. Opinion is also good. Many people I could now see in their hands. So the large. Then laggards, they are the one who will come at the end. So these are the type of customers. So you want to understand attitudes, positioning cues for the new product. Likewise, same for the existing product. Okay. So you see that marketing research need and utility is very much there. Now I am going to expose you to the 4 quadrants syllabus wise. Syllabus wise. It's only the right hand side is for you. Quantitative research and qualitative research. As you are learning, I thought I will give you another dimension, that is academic. B2C, consumer research. It is known as, if the research is done with the end consumer, now that you know what is end consumer, if research is done among them, it is known as business to consumer. Usha fan guy did a research to find out whether now there is a market for designer fan. So they did what they did is a consumer research. There is a business to business research also. Now you see the Usha fan comes to you readily assembled, but inside there is a motor. The motor is made not by Usha fan, somebody who's an expert in motor making. But motor has a very important part called armature, coil of copper, armature. Now that is again made by somebody else who supply to the motor manufacturer various armatures. Motor manufacturers have assembled armature to make a motor. So this, when that armature guy, the motor manufacturer, they want to do the research, they don't want to go to the end consumer. They will go to Crompton Greaves, they will go to Usha fan to know what is the market, what is changing. So that's a B2B. So just a narrative indicative list. B2C is like a need understanding, awareness, recall you want to check, positioning cues you want to have, psychographic, satisfaction. This is a B2C. A B2B like demand derivation, estimation, viability. You want to just see the viability, whether this is viable product to introduce, etc. At the end, there is a techno-economic feasibility done. Today, the startup culture, you must know, they have to finally do a TEFR. When they have to get a SoftBank as a venture funding, or they want some capital from some venture funding, what they present is a TEFR, techno-economic feasibility report, which is generally 5 to 7 years. Profit and loss and balance sheet is done, for which demand is also estimated, and that is what is presented to them. Satish is writing EV, OEMs and auto components, semiconductor and lead battery. Yeah, so these are all B2B. They will be connected with the EV manufacturer to know how the market is going, etc. Now come to what you say, the quantitative research, and that name itself will help you. You want to estimate the demand. You want to know the number. You want to know whether this product, this concept of the product will be acceptable to how many people, percentage. Okay, brand tracking. You want to track the brand in terms of awareness, preference. Again, it is generally the number. Ad recall. Percentage of people recalled your ad unaided without giving ad and then added. So that's a quantitative research. Satisfaction. It is there B2C also, but satisfaction is also a quantitative research. It will give you hard facts. Okay, qualitative research. Aversion to product. People are not buying my product. Why? Attitude. What do they when my brand name is taken? Positioning cues, which is an empty area in the mind of the consumer. Okay, behavioral aspects, preferential aspects. They are all qualitative research. I hope you got that perspective. So after giving you that perspective, hard facts, percentage, analyze this thing. If you need, then it's a quantitative research. If you need mind mapping, if you need inherent to the mind, something which is complex, then you do the qualitative research first. Now the question will be asked, which is the right research? Then there is no answer. Many times qualitative is done first and then the quantitative is done. Okay. So for example, if I have to give you an example from my life, the agency Avalon, which I was working with, we did for Mahindra. Anand Mahindra ji at that time took over as a deputy MD, and he was very agile. He wanted to do a lot of new things. So we as an agency were asked to suggest. So we suggested this holiday timeshare concept. So there was initially a qualitative research just to help them go no go decision. And when that was accepted by him, we recommended that it looks like a very prominent new market in India going to come up. Then we did a detailed quantitative research to estimate the demand. So you see, many times you have to play with that. So here I am going to give you the result. Qualitative research, these are the techniques. Qualitative research, these are the techniques that I am talking about. And quantitative research, the technique that I am talking about. Okay. In-depth interviews. I don't have a structured questionnaire. Question, then the multiple answer, another question, multiple answer. No. Then that's a questionnaire. That's an interview. But in-depth interview, I will have just series of questions, just a checklist. And I will put this before a respondent. He can say whatever he wants to say. In-depth interviews. Focused group. Advantage is there. It also unearths a lot of mind aspects. Okay. That's why it's a qualitative advantage. Focus group. I want to call select few people in a group. And I want to together discuss with you. The earlier in-depth is a one-to-one. Here the group dynamics play. So it is believed that the group dynamics is ultimately a market dynamics. So you bring the people, there is a moderator who will just trigger the discussion and moderate the discussion. It is either video or audio recorded, later on analyzed. So that's a focus group discussion. Projective technique. 2-3 pictures are given and then you are being told to complete the fourth picture. Or a statement is given. I loved Maggie because complete the statement. Projective technique. Projective technique is also used when you want to understand hidden aspect in the mind of that person. But that person, if you ask him like that, will not answer. So you have to tell him differently. What is a preference of your friend about use of, say, condom? Like now, this guy, when you ask him what is your preference, he will not want to answer. But when you tell him to project, he will be first one to answer. Okay, observation technique. You observe in a retail showroom, in various places, cameras and those things are done, or even the researcher becomes the salesman. That's an observation technique. How the whole transaction happens, that is what they study. Interview. There is a structured question. It's a quantitative research structured question. Only answer within given option. Then only the quantification is possible. Yes, no, or out of this 3 option. Then only you can derive the percentage of people who said yes, no, likewise. And survey, it is again a tool. Either you do through mass mailing or emailing, etc. Interview is one-to-one. Survey is through remote ways of collecting data. Okay. So I'm module 3, which is async 3 marketing strategy. I'm going to quickly. So what is strategy? Strategy at war. Now say army decides that our strategy is to immobilize the enemy. Enemy should not be able to move from where they are. That's a strategy. Suppose I have decided, then what is the tactics at war? Tactically, what will you do? You will attack airport, you will attack bridges, you will attack highways, You will attack movement areas, so that the movement is disabled. So you understand what is strategy and tactics that you have to understand. I've given you from my life Scorpio as a 3 years of this thing. Right pre-launch, we had this as a strategy. Now I can say the first year was to identify the ponds. We have to identify which strata of the society will buy such SUV. A Tata One vehicle was there, but it was not very successful. We wanted to be successful, so identify the pond. We attacked the sedan market, identify the pond, then expand the pond. That next year was those whom you have captured, can you see whether he can buy the second of Scorpio, or can you find from him who can buy the Scorpio? So that's an expansion of the market. Deep dive, then go deep. So we had the data of customers having tractor. Mahindra was such a company where tractor, Mahindra holidays. So we went deep. We studied those data to understand whom one can approach and convince them to buy Scorpio. So that is a deep diving into the pond. So that's a strategy. And there was a tactics aligned to each of that. So you got that idea, strategy and tactics, I hope, friends. Blueprint, master plan. Yes. Yes, Akash. Us ASIC module 3 coverage, STP and 3 product piece. STP and 3 product piece, otherwise it's 4, but I am going to cover only 3. Okay. This is 4-step framework of marketing. Remember earlier we studied marketing level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is the customer need, identifying customer need, that is customer, company and competitor. Level 2 or stage 2 is strategy, which is STP, segmentation, targeting and positioning. Level 3 is making your strategy work through product, place, price and promotion. Okay, so now that is what I have marked in the side. You see there are certain connotations I have helped you to. Customer needs, so that is level 1, the 4-step framework of marketing. In everything is mentioned out here. This is marketing. Customer need, so that is the customer, understand customer, your capability to develop an exclusive, competitively different product, and you also therefore should know competitive environment. Then comes the marketing strategy, which is level 2 STP, segmentation, targeting and positioning. Then comes the marketing mix, that is taking your strategy to the customer by offering a right product, offering the right place of its availability, intensive distribution, selective, exclusive, Titan exclusive, Solari showrooms, etc. So that's what we studied. Place, price, promotion. You promote. So that's the marketing mix. So 4-step framework, customer need, derivative, then marketing strategy, that is STP, then taking it to the customer through the marketing mix, product, place, price, promotion. If it is service, additional 3, people, process and physical evidence. But in your syllabus and in your questions, etc., I have not asked you about service, so that's not worry about. And customer relationship last, and another exclusive differentiator of marketing versus selling is relationship. Marketing believes in relationship. Marketing starts with the customer and ends with the customer. Marketing is not about selling. So marketing does not or should not look for mass market every time or more new customer every time. Art in the marketing and the differentiator is retain customer and leverage more benefit sales from them. So that's a relationship. So we will be looking that. So leverage, so acquire, retain, loyalty. You must have heard loyalty marketing. It's all around relationship. Okay, lapsation. Again, relationship is broken. You have to reactivate the relationship. So marketing, after you trap the customer once, tries to maximize revenue through them. So that's the 4-step marketing framework. Okay. Feedback and response goes directly to the university and the professor in real time. Yeah, request friends to fill up this. Moderator has put in this link. It directly goes to them So kindly give your honest feedback. We work hard, but there may be gap. Try to fill up this honestly. Take it as a Guru Dakshina also. Okay. So now 4 P's, that is third level of marketing: product, place, price, promotion. Product is all about understanding the need and developing a product that meets the need. Later on, it's a concept of packaging. Packaging is not about wrapping. You get that, product which is available in multiple level. You see the cars are available VX, DX, LX variants, right? Dual tone. Some have a dual tone upholstery, some is a single tone. So likewise, Maruti 800, Maruti Alto, that's also a different packaging. Okay. So levels of products, etc. The branding, you do branding. Dettol does a specific branding. They have a brand extension strategy. Every product is branded Dettol. But that is not done by Taj. Taj is a 3 levels of hotel, 4 level. Taj is a prestigious this thing. Then Taj Gateway, Taj Vivanta, and uh, Ginger. Now you see that they are not calling it Taj Palace, all of them. While Dettol calls all their product as Dettol, or Gillette calls all their product as Gillette. Okay. So that's a strategy. Then comes the pricing. The pricing, again, there are different strategy: cost oriented, competition oriented, and value oriented. We will study this. Don't worry. I'm just touching base. But pricing again has a dimension to with the time. So offer price on launch, then steady state. So that changes to your strategy many times, but you come with a promotion pricing. So we will learn that place, which is first is the market that you want to attract, and then comes the channel. Okay, selective, extensive, or exclusive. Okay, so in selective, intensive, and exclusive channels. So that is what. And then comes the promotion. This promotion in your answer and various conversation, physical evidence to packaging is concept comes in physical evidence to no. Packaging is to do with the product only. Okay, Akash. Promotion. This promotion you often get confused with sales promotion, which is a part of promotion mix. This promotion is about promoting the brand, acquiring the brand recall, establishing your positioning. So this word promotion is all about promoting brand to acquire the desired positioning so that the recall, brand preferences are built. It is not sales promotion. So don't write, when you write this, don't write anything about sales promotion. Otherwise, it is considered as wrong. How involved is the marketing department in product service development? Extensively, boss. In 35 years of my life, 20 years I have been into the brand and everything. If we want even a smallest of change, I have to have a research supported document submitted to the management with uh, probable impact on the market extension, cannibalism impact, various things. So, and then this gets detailed discussion. Then we are involved. So, like when the product is done, say in automobile, it moves from the FRP to the steel plate to the clay model and then actual product. And we do this through the product clinic. So, marketing is very involved. Leave no doubt that these are just theory. Okay. Right from day one, marketing is involved. Okay. So much so that I was inducted into Mahindra and I was supposed to, okay, while Scorpio responsibility was on, I was given a charge of launching three-wheeler that they have made. It was a entry level, this thing. And I was sent to Zahirabad. That's a plant where it was done. And looking at the product, horrible this thing. I've declared to management, we are not launch ready. And I convinced my first VP marketing, Rajesh Jejurikarji. You will know his name now by now if you are in marketing. And once he was convinced, we have to convince management product is not launch ready. So many fault. And then I got into product improvisation for almost 7 months, 8 months. And then only we launched. So there's marketing is greatly involved. Strategic approach that the firm used to pursue its marketing objective through 4 P's. That's what is the marketing mix. Numerous strategic and tactical decisions are undertaken at this level because you have a strategy, but you have to take your strategy to the consumer. Up to level 1 and level 2, it is internal. Everywhere only organization is involved. Level 3, which is marketing mix, is your way to consumer, go to consumer. So that's what is a significance. Adjust marketing mix for various targets. Pritpal is saying like there are extensive tools and concepts available with organizations to 4P. Yes, yes. Then why do some product service fail? Oh, that's a different story. Pritpal, if I do this conversation, another hour will go. So my apology. We can discuss. Maybe if you can wait after 1 o'clock, I have no problem. We can discuss. Failure is a different reason. Okay. So then another concept in marketing is product level. We are learning the first P, product level. Akash, I will read that little later. Product level. Okay, what is product level? As you see, the vehicles are available, VX, DX, LX, likewise. So you have 3 levels. Essentially, in your case, the 3 levels are discussed. Core product. Core product need not be a tangible product. So core product in the automobile, we say a mobility, because it moves person from one end to other end, and there are various. For SUV it is defined differently, for two-wheeler defined differently. Okay, then comes the actual product, which is a tangible product. This level defines the product which consumer gets when he purchases. And then the augmented level is the level with additional benefits and services over and above the tangible product or actual product. So you are getting extended warranty. I buy Dell, I pay 2000 rupees to get additional 3 years. So that's an augmentation. Okay, they give you fancy covers if you pay additional. Also, there are various ways. Or if you just pay 3000, you get Microsoft Office, which is otherwise available at 8000 vagera. So this is how various ways the augmentation is done in the product. So that's their product level 3. Core need not be a tangible product. Core is explained. So mobility, when I say car is a solution to people mobility, that's a core product. 5-star hotel, comfortable accommodation and night. Okay, during day and night, that's 5-star, 7-star, whatever. Tangible, this thing is an actual product, tangible product, which will be defining the room, types of room, or the vehicle with what, so many wheels, so many upholstery, types of upholstery, whatever, 4 gear, 5 gear, petrol variant, this variant. So that's a tangible, and then you augment Dell warranty example, etc. Akash has said something. Building awareness of organization and brand, sales tuning that viewership into profit by converting those potential customers to actual @Aniket Joshi. Okay, you were answering him. Marketing is building awareness. Yes, thanks, Akash. There is also a concept of life cycle. Product when gets birth, it is like a human, it is also tend to die. Okay, therefore they say product also is a life cycle. You introduce, then you grow, you mature, and then you decline. Very briefly, when you are introducing, your volumes are not there, you are testing market, but you have to communicate largely, so your marketing spends are high. Later on, whatever marketing spends and the initial customers feedback, your product finds large acceptance. So large number of customers starts coming. You can reduce your marketing spend now. Okay, and you still achieve larger volume, so your profitability goes up also in the growth phase. Your growth is like early first year 10%, next year 20, third year 30%, fourth year 45%. That's a growth. But maturity is observed when now suddenly that 45% has become next year 30%, then you see the 25%, then you see 20% growth. That means the maturity is setting in, and then comes decline. It is a less number than the previous year, negative sale happens, then the previous period, that's a decline. Okay, and there are various strategies aligned to that. We will learn that. Okay, like going to top model in car is augmented product. No, Rakesh, thank you for asking. Top model or whatever LX, VX, DX are the tangible actual product. Later on, they augmented by service, they augmented by various other things. Yes, if it has a say like uh, say up to the actual product, there is a manual gear, but augmentation is offering a automatic gear, then that's an augmentation. So you will have to read your thing in a way what change that has happened. Generally, in augmentation, services are added or unique things are added. That dual tone upholstery, which is not available. Also, wood finish upholstery, which is not available in any other variants. So then that's an augmentation. So product wise, we have understood that there is another concept called product level, product metrics, also product life cycle. Then comes the pricing. This is just a async representation. Liveliness I will bring in the next session, or say live async 3. So live session 3. Uh, Customer, there are types of pricing strategy. First is the cost based. Simple. This is my total cost. I want 500 rupees every piece, or I want 20% margin. So I add to cost 20% margin and I sell as a cost. Competition. So cost, as they say, is a floor price. Competition, or there's a value price. Let me take, you are able to offer and package it well. Customer is seeing a value. So your cost and value together could be just 300 rupees, but you can sell it at 500 rupees. Customers are giving you, that's a value pricing, because they are paying you for what they are getting. But competition comes in between. They declare 400 rupees, giving everything same that you are offering. So competition based pricing. So value is like a sky is a limit, but competition sets the ceiling. Cost is a floor price. That way also it is known as. Okay. Placement strategy. There are 3 placement strategy. We will learn everything about placement strategy. We will learn the process of the place, that is a selection of the channel network, etc. And there are 3 types: intensive, selective, and exclusive. Cadbury is available even in the panwala shop, or even that small shop. You see 5 feet by 5 feet bhi hoga, we'll have some Cadbury. They may not have entire range. So that's an intensive distribution. They is available in the rural India also. However, selective, when you say, the printer cartridge will not be available with the panwalas. It will be available at the stationery shop. Okay. Or television, LEDs are available at a select Dell select shops, or say Dell authorized distributors. So select. So selective distribution. Exclusive, Titan Gold have an exclusive outlet, or Teghor watches are available at an exclusive outlet. Exclusive, when you say, they are designed alike, both external, internal, people are trained and they only sell that product. They know everything about, they can talk to you at length and convince you about that product, etc. So that's an exclusive dealership environment. Promotion. So we will learn about 5 promotion tools or strategies. However, I have declared a star burst. This is going to be covered as a LS4, and IAs are aligned accordingly. Friends. So promotion comes under IA. This thing, please read that actual announcement. My session coverage sheet. Okay, I am right now not getting into telling you what is advertising and all. Then we have to learn about strategy. So strategy is all about segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Here you see that you have to develop go-to strategy is what you have to develop your marketing mix. But answer that you have to have is, am I going to service all the segment with the same product, or I am going to only target one specific segment and only offer that? If I have to handle another segment, I will redevelop my marketing mix. So suppose if you are a traveling firm, serving the ladies group. Now, can that same group, ladies group, will prefer to go to plains like, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, or say Kerala, Kumarkom, likewise. But adventure guy, he will want to know whether you are offering Mount Airways base camp tour or Himalaya trekking or Vindhyachal or some Shikhar, this thing, etc. So different products. So can the different product be the same price? No. Will it be available at the same place? Yes, Veena Tour offers both ladies and this thing and also the adventure. But place also has a where you communicate, etc. So communication may be different. And then finally, promotion. You will promote it differently. Ladies, this thing will go in the Lok Sakti, Lok Shatta, and while adventure, this thing will go into the men's magazine and those kind of thing. That's a promotion, digital and non-digital. So we will learn about this STP. Okay, and then finally, I'm entering marketing channel. That is module 4. It talks about offline channel, that is press, television, etc. It talks about digital marketing channel, organic. Digital only. Organic word is linked to the digital organic marketing channel. Digital paid marketing channel. Many times, sometime in the answer, you go on to write blogs and all this thing saying it's organic, then it may become a problem. We are talking about digital. So we will learn that when we come there. So during our async 4 or live session 4, we will be covering this offline, organic and paid. Just wait, there is some sorry. Subramania has written a value-based pricing. I hope you can hear. Is price based on willingness of customers to buy. So Subramanian, that willingness comes on what? What is that you are additionally offering? Urban Care has become a value proposition because at home they come and repair your air condition. No mess. You look at the traditional model of air condition repairing. That's what I discussed even just last Sunday. अरे आप बोलते हो इतना बजे आप आते नहीं हो, आप कितना मैसेज छोड़ के जाते हो. Now this is the traditional model problem. They added value. Your time. He will clean everything. No complaints about AC cleaning. Okay. So, and they show you also that he is dressed and how he's putting that vapor, this thing, to clean, etc. So you see that value, and therefore they charge something, So your guy who's coming normally might be charging you 200. I am paying that they're 400, 450, etc. So you see, value is what you are getting. So it's quality, service, various things to put together. My mental, I don't have to worry about. Even that comes, the mental strain is a cost, psychological cost. Okay. So that's also, if something is very easy to get, you go for it. So we will be learning about various offline, organic, digital media channel and paid digital media channel. Okay. These are some of the offline. These are some of the digital, online and digital. We'll be talking about it. Not so many, each one is not there. Whatever is as per your async syllabus, I will cover. This I have given you as an academic exposure. So we have covered today. LS1 is over. You got the course walkthrough and concept clarity. I assume we will meet again. At that time, I will do the live session too. But before that, you will be reading async 2 and entering IA1. And then you will be attending live session 2, which is linked to your async 2. I will bring alive both the concept of consumer buying process, the determinants, internal, external, and marketing research. Then we have to cover LS3, which is entire process, that is need, STP and 4 Ps. However, LS3 is limited to first 3. LS4 is promotion, and entire async 4 gets covered. Okay. Now, this is your overall schedule. Those who wants can probably take a screenshot or take a camera shot. However, I am declaring refer only official institute calendar to verify the date and time, and refer actual async content. I have tried writing it, but don't catch my throat, sir. That word was not here, so I did not read. Whatever is in your async, when I say async 3, I have tried writing for you STP and 3 Ps, but don't catch me by that. Async 4, promotion and other things, etc. So that's how this is your schedule. Your next exam is on 20th, 6 to 7, 6 to 6:45. Okay. Where async content 2 will be used for your exam. Now, I will give you 2 minutes also on IA. So let me just come, then I will come to this, friend. This is what I want you to definitely see, but can you see my Word file? Word file is visible. Somebody please confirm. I want to give you some tips for IA. Word file not visible. Yes. So many yes, Kulraj. Just so these are some of the generic. Yes. Bus. Instructions for IA. This instruction is also applicable to term end, and if at all, God forbid, I don't want to see anybody in RE re-exams. In my question, if in my question you see this word first list or just a word list, consumer buying process, so then I'm not expecting an explanation for everything. My question might state very clearly first list into bracket without explanation. If it is like that, I want correct simple list, no explanation. So first list consumer buying process steps. So you will just write need recognition, information search, okay, alternative evaluation, selection and trial, purchase decision, and post purchase. Okay. You will not even write a word to explain. That way you save time. People get into explaining into that. Because the question will not be limited just to list. I will be saying the question will be something like list without explanation, consumer buying decision process. And later, I might say explain need recognition stage. So that's where you have to focus your energy. Okay. However, specific points to be explained, then only elaborate and explain specific points. Only specific and briefly, but if there are sub points, any, etc., that also needs to be covered. Many times you just remain at the base level, but you do not get. So like say alternative evaluation, vagera, you don't get into evoke set, inept set, inert set. You just tell me what is this thing, some brands are recalled. No, you will have to explain. So that's what I expect. Very important thing, your answer should have a mix of theory and application. My question may right or may not right, but as an evaluator, we have been told to evaluate application orientation in your answer. Choose an appropriate point means I want you to, okay, so some question, there will be a specific emphasis. Choose an appropriate targeting strategy or choose an appropriate segmentation approach. Now, if that is the case, I want you to select anyone. Again, people get into telling me there are 3 types of targeting. They will not answer the one appropriate one. Some will answer. So writing about all the 3 targeting is not useful. If the question is appropriate, then only write one. Now, you have to be very careful answering such. Because if the answer to something is only one specific right answer, and if you write something other than that, it may be wrong. In segmentation, maybe I can give you this thing, I might say appropriate segmentation strategy. Now you can decide to write geometric, geographic, demographic. I will judge from what you wrote. but something, I've given you something and I say, okay, what is the appropriate targeting strategy? And then answer may be only one, concentric. And then if you write differentiated, then that's a wrong answer. So let's be careful. If there is an appropriate as a word, you have been told to like appropriate. And application orientation, I was telling you, it's 1 o'clock, I am almost through, just bear with me. Application orientation means you're just merely writing the product name in the beginning or in the end, or just writing one line, this is how, as mentioned above, I will use this knowledge for my. No, you will have to. Application orientation means when you explain geographic segmentation, you theoretically explain first what is geographic segmentation and then relate with the given product. For shoes, my geographic segmentation, or somebody gave me the example for this. If there is a particular product given, then you have to use that. You're giving me some other example is again of limited value. If you have given me the given product, the one product which I'm using in the question, if you're given that and then you give me additional example, I'll feel like giving you full marks or more marks. But you're not related the product that I've used in the question, but you're given me some abstract example, then that is not appreciated. So these are the 4-5 points you have to remember while you answer. For MCQ, you'll have to read at least pointers, because I might say that consumer purchase decision making as a 6 steps, this thing, such as this, and 1 or 2 may be blank and they are given in the alternative. So you must know at least the 6 steps of. If you're not done that, then you cannot. Targeting strategy, you must know the different targeting strategy, and then you will be able to fill in the blank. So IA1 is 5 MCQs and 1 DQ of 5 marks. Okay. I am thinking, my thought is MCQ will help you to sail through, and DQ you will be able to express well based on learning that you will acquire. Today, a lot of concept, therefore I have focused more on acing 2 concept clarity. Remember, acing 2 concept clarity I have focused more than any other, is because you will now get into reading acing and appearing directly for IA1. So all the very best. Take care. Hope to meet you again as scheduled, and look forward to a very interactive, lively session. I hope you liked today. Thank you very much. Any questions? Somebody wanted to stay back? Is he staying back? So the course coverage sheet is not yet shared. Thank you, Jibin. I will immediately after this, even before going for lunch, I'll put the note. I'll do that. Yeah. I hope it was an interactive session. You will love this way. Regarding, yeah, Pritpal. So now you see there is a gap theory. If I had to give you an idea, Pritpal, there is also a concept of gap theory. Now, gap theory talks about various flaws that happen. Okay. So first flaw, like you think that you understand this is a need by customer, and you come and articulate. You have to articulate for your R&D team, right? If that articulation is based on your judgment, if that articulation is wrong, then the developed product till concept stage that you are worked upon will not be like say the expectation of the customer. Suppose you drop the idea of doing a concept testing and you directly go for launch, product will fail. So there are various gaps. Then there is a communication gap. Okay, your product is actually solving, say, this particular need, but you fail to communicate that way. You fail to create a distinct differentiation. Second most related problem, Pritpal, is ability to create a distinction, that positioning. If you talk something which makes your brand me too, then you are open to severe competition. You said to remind something. Oh yeah. I always miss this opportunity. Some of you have started going. Almost 50% is gone. Oh God. कहता हूं जरा सुन भी लो. I have done this for the COVID warrior and students like you. कहता हूं जरा सुन भी लो. किसी ने लहू बहाया है, आप पसीना बहाओगे। मर के किसी ने दी आजादी है, मेहनत कर आप देश का नाम रोशन करोगे। कहता हूं जरा सुन भी लो, उम्मीद है तुमसे, मायूस ना करोगे। कहता हूं जरा सुन भी लो, विश्वास भी तुम पर है, सदा ही बढ़ते चलोगे। ऑलवेज यू विल मूव अहेड। That's what my feeling for you in this tough time. You all are learning things to make a difference. हम तो retire हो जाएंगे sooner or the later. Baton is in your hand. So कहता हूं जरा सुन भी लो, विश्वास भी तुम पर है, सदा ही बढ़ते चलोगे. So that was this thing. Where was I? I was telling Pritpal. So second, this thing, most part is the communication issue. Okay. Creating the differentiation. You fail to create differentiation. Then comes the perception. Yes, Rakesh, all the best. So I am, yeah, thank you. I am telling Pritpal, third is the perception. You develop product, you communicated something based on which certain thing is perceived by the consumer. He builds expectations, perception. Now when he starts using, Kulraj has raised hands. One sec. You want to talk, Kulraj? I have activated the mic. You can talk, Kulraj. No, withdrawn. क्या हो गया? So third is Happy Independence Day, everybody. Yes, Happy Independence Day. Wishing you all Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. So Kulraj, so these are the three essential differentiation which leads to the product failure. Somebody was trying to talk.
Yeah,
Kulraj.
sorry, by mistake it happened, sir.
अच्छा, चलो ठीक है, not an issue. So all the very best. I hope I gave the answer. Pritpal and others who were holding on to learn why product fail, despite all this marketing tools and all science available. So all the very best. See you.
Happy
Meet
Independence
in the
Day,
next
everyone.
session. Happy
Thanks,
Independence
sir.
Day.
Yep.
May India shine and may your future be bright. Okay. Thank you, Pritpal. Thank you. Stopping the slide share, ending the session, friends.